Hey everybody, welcome back to Progressive D&D. It's Dan, and I'm going to be talking today about the D&D Beyond Maps beta version that was just released. Let's jump right into it. All right, today we're talking about D&D Beyond Maps beta version that was just released. So far I've been able to test it out in actual play, and I'm pretty excited about what it's going to do. Let's just jump right into my current campaign, Vecna Eve of Ruin. So I thought it'd be good to do a quick recap of maps and some of its functionality, since there might be a lot of people watching this video who haven't watched my prior videos. So first, we're going to just talk about the select. This actually has a new feature. You can actually select multiple tokens. You can obviously grab one token and you can move it around, but now it helps you really speed things up by allowing you to actually select all the tokens and you can move them to the place you would like them to be. Next is the PAM icon. I'm still not impressed with the pan icon. It really doesn't give you any functionality that you don't already have. As you see, I deselect pan and you click on the screen with just the arrow and you can drag it and you can zoom in and out using the mouse scroll wheel. Next, let's talk about Fog of War. Very easy to use, intuitive. You can reveal everything, you can cover everything. It's got a brush for painting on the Fog of War. You can erase the Fog of War. You have two different shapes that you can use, a square or a circle, and about 5 different sizes if you want to really fine tune and use a small, or here you can see I want to erase a lot of the screen, so we use the bigger piece. Brush, if you remove too much, you can go in and put some more fog back in. This has worked really well for me during the campaign where I'm actually revealing what's coming up as we go through. Fog of War does have a quick key to it. If you press F, you can bring up your Fog of War. Draw, pretty straightforward again. You can draw basically different shapes. With the draw tool, you can pick different colors, you can pick different sized pen tips, and of course you can erase them all. You can draw, you can erase. It's pretty straightforward and easy to use. I haven't used it a lot. I do know that one of my players likes to use it a lot because he likes to cast Create Bonfire a lot and drop a little bonfire on my enemies. Just like I'm kind of showing right there. Yeah, he likes to use that a lot, so the tool does get quite a bit of use. You can draw and erase with it. Very easy to use, very good for denoting different areas of the map. This will allow you to erase specific areas, as well as if someone gets carried away with it, you can actually go over and click delete all, and you'll delete everything. You can use D to bring up this nice little quick key there. Overlays. Overlays was something that I know I had provided feedback for, and it's a great tool. It's very versatile. You can use it to draw lines, squares, circles, triangles, pretty much anything you need to create an area of effect spell, it will allow you to do. It works really well. It even has different icons you can use. So for example, here you're casting lightning, you can drop lightning bolts into it so everybody knows exactly what they're getting hit with. You can add the icons both before and after you actually cast it. So for example, if you want to go down here, you want to add lightning bolts, you can actually add that before you use it. And it's really easy if you use the wrong shape to fix that. Another function I like about this is using it first for everybody's favorite. Let's draw a circle with a 20-foot radius. What could we need that for? Oh yeah, let's go ahead and grab that fire, make it red. And yeah, we're going to drop a fireball on everybody here. During the game, when you break this out, I guarantee your players are going to say, holy bleep. And another thing you can do with it is you can take this, and let's say you have a trap set up that's going to ignite fireball. Let's go ahead and make it invisible. So once your players all get into a certain location, you can reveal it. You've got a ruler. R is your quick key for that. Very easy, allows you or a player to determine how far am I from a target, how far am I from pretty much anything. Is it within spell range? Your players can be ready to tell you, yep, I've checked it, I'm within range. Point allows you to circle something if you want to draw attention to it. What it'll do is basically give you a little trailing color there, as you can see. So if I want to bring attention to this little skeleton over here, I can say, hey, everyone, look right over here. It would be in Fog of War, but ping will say, hey, I want you to move over in this direction, or you hear a sound from this direction. Many possibilities of what you can do if you want players to know something's happening in a certain location. Tokens. Lots of tokens are available. Tokens are based on what products you have purchased within D&D Beyond, but most people have at least the monster manual. So here, I need some specters for this encounter. So I went ahead and added these specters to the map. Very easy to add them. Another thing I always like to do to make it easier for my players to tell me which one they're attacking is you can actually denote each creature with a color. So here I am just adding little colors. So if my players are attacking these, they can say I attack the yellow specter or the blue specter or the red specter. And you can, of course, make them invisible so that when you're ready to reveal them, it's not just the Fog of War that covers them, but you can actually control when they can be viewed. We'll talk about adding them to an encounter very soon, because that is one of the coolest features of the new beta version of MAPS. And here it is, Combat Encounter. Yes, we can now track our combat encounter within MAPS. I got to play with this last Sunday in my actual campaign, and it was great. Only thing that I would have liked it to have been able to do that it's not picking up on yet is if initiative is rolled within D&D Beyond, I wish it would pick up here. I think that's the intent, but it didn't work for us. So I left feedback, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. But here you can see you can give your player an advantage, disadvantage. You can make them, and then you can change sides. You can make them a bad guy. Let's say they had Dominate Person cast on them. You can put them on the other side if they have to attack their party. Once you've set the initiative, which you can actually manually add it, it's as easy as just clicking Next. Clicking Next is going to push them through the initiative order. It's going to tell you what round you're in, what turn you're on, and it's going to move them through the campaign. Right now, we're just focused on the DM view of this. Wait until I show you what the players see. That was one of the coolest things. Don't leave yet. Watch that. Here I'm going to show you this is how you leave feedback now. It used to be on the lower left-hand corner. It's now over here on the right-hand side, a little bit out of the way. You can still use spectator mode. You can use full screen. Here you have the game log, which you've had. You can track, and if you need to look back and see how much damage somebody did, you can roll back and see that. If it was done, all these rolls were done on the D&D Beyond app. So it tracks them here in the game log. But here you can actually roll, and you can make a decision. Do you want this roll to be seen? Is it just for you, the DM? Or do you want to actually roll it so all people can see it? You can roll multiple dice. As you can see here, could roll 3d20. You can roll your different dice. Let's say you want to roll and actually roll your damage dice at the same time. It's a little bit harder to keep track of, but it is possible. And don't forget that this is still beta version now. So don't forget to leave feedback when you use it. The only way they're going to improve this for us, and for us as players and as DMs, is to hear our feedback. So I actually left feedback on the one point I made earlier saying, hey, it'd be nice if the initiative from D&D Beyond would carry over into MAPS. So this is just a quick look at what the players see. When you trigger initiative, I mentioned earlier that I like to add the colors to the screen so that it can actually identify the different enemies and let me know who they're attacking. D&D Beyond MAPS takes it one step further, and if there are multiple enemies of the same type, it will denote them as A, B, C, D. So if you don't add colors, which is an extra step that you have to do as a DM, if you do nothing like that, your players are going to be able to say, attack Blaze Bear A, I'm attacking Blaze Bear B, or I'm shooting a firebolt at Blaze Bear C. Makes it much easier. And as far as initiative count goes, the players who are using D&D Beyond MAPS get to see it at the top of their screen. As the DM, go turn by turn, it moves through each character and each enemy and highlights them at the top of the screen, so the players know exactly whose turn it is. All right, guys, that's the D&D Beyond beta version that was just released. It's still got a long way to go. Let's be fair about that. But you know what? Leave me a note in the comments. What would you like to see added? Are you happy with some of the new features that were added? Don't forget to leave feedback so they know what we need. I hope you guys have a great time with it, and until next time, keep rolling those 20s.
Yo, progressive D&D, we the finest. Dungeons deep, dragons big, ain't no blindness. Roll the dice, take a chance, feel the kindness. You gon' rise, build small, break the silence. Every week, new quest, new alliance. From the battles to the quest to defiance. Be a rogue or a mage, show your science. Follow us, don't be late, pure reliance.